Hello everyone. I would like to show everybody where to get the Microsoft Visual Studio compiler. I've logged onto Google, and the reason I don't put a link on a specific link because it changes all the time with it. So if you can just pull up Google search engine, and you can type in Microsoft Visual Studio, Microsoft Visual Studio C++. 2010 compiler with us. So you can do something like C++ download. So MS Visual Studio C++ download. Express is the key word that you want to look for because that's the one that's actually free. So if you type in MS Visual Studio C++ Express for the download with this thing, and I'm just copy this. This is what I do is I want to open up a notepad for you to see what I type in the search engine with this thing. So if you type in MS Visual Studio 2000 C++ Express download in the search engine with it, you will come across this. Now, one of the things I would recommend is that you look for is the Microsoft website to download this thing. Few things I want to go over with you. So here's what I would do is find the one that says www Microsoft download, which is this one here. Don't do anything else. It's Visual Studio. All these are all third parties. I don't know exactly who does all this, but a lot of people, they do their own compiler and they just change a lot of things with it. So if you could take this one right here, for example, the one I'm going to right now is the Microsoft Visual C++ 2010 or 2012 for Windows. Okay, so let me grab this one right here. You're welcome to at least 2010, 2012 with this thing. So this is loading. While this is loading, just a few things I want to point out. Just a few recommendations. First of all, one, this needs to be installed on a PC platform. And the PC platform, which means what? You can't put this on a Mac. It has to be a PC platform. Two is I recommend you have a computer that's at least no older than 3 years old. So something that has running at least Windows 7 at least, or not 8. All right. And there's some specs that I would recommend you to do, but these are two things. Three, I recommend you to do all critical updates before you install critical updates on your OS. So make sure all your critical updates are installed. Three, I recommend you have more than at least 80 gigabytes of space, because 20 of those gigabytes are for your operating system. If you install this stuff on here, this is going to take a chunk of your hard drive with it as well. Excuse me. So the few things to make note of. And while we do this thing, this is where I'm at, is this website right now. Please expand the system requirement, same as what we talked about. This is the RAM. It needs 5 gigs at least to run it. This is the bare minimum hardware specs with this thing. So please make a note of what's here with the bare minimum for this thing. So this is the hardware. This is what we talked about is this is what Microsoft bare minimum to install this thing. Alright, so you make the judgment. You make this call right here. So 166 fast processor, 1 gigabytes of RAM. I recommend at least 2 gigabytes. You're running. I have 4 running, 4 gigabytes of RAM running on this thing. At least 5 gigabytes of available hard space. This is the bare minimum. Is the 5400. If you can get a 72 RPM hard drive, even better. Update your DirectX to at least 9, at least with it as well. As far as operating system, if you take a look at this, is the bare minimum for the operating system. This is both of these are is the bare minimum that you would actually go into. So this is the software side. Okay, so this is either 7 or 8. Make sure there are a patch and all that stuff with that as well. Once you do that, you just go in and just download by clicking on this, and you have to register your email. They send you an email as a link. You click on that link to update it. you want is the Express edition. You don't need to purchase the Professional edition for this. Everything can be completed for this course is the Express edition. So the Microsoft Visual Studio 2010 or 12 for your Windows operating system. Alright, and once you install this thing, again, I would go in, and this is what they would do is, this is what you would actually download, and you click on next, and you follow through this and accept the defaults in this thing. Okay, so then just, like I said, this is just coming down to it. You can burn it an ISO image on a CD, burn it and install it if you like. Again, this is a 30-day trial version, but this course, by the time this course is over, you're done. Okay, so but if you want to register for it, it's free. Okay, so this is where you can go and get it for now. Okay, good luck. If you have any question, please email me or let me know, and I'll be glad to see if I can help you with it. This concludes the video for this. Thank you.